Good morning, grade 4 students. I hope you are all doing great. Our lesson for today is Module 6 Top Stars 2. Let's start. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify how to form yes/no questions of verb to be in the past simple, was and were correctly. Ask and answer yes/no questions using was and were in spoken and written language. You will find this lesson in your student's book pages number 68 and 69 and workbook pages number 70 and 71. Let's start our lesson with this interesting activity. I want you to open up your student's book page number 68, activity number 2. Pause the video and read quickly the dialogue that we have studied in yesterday's lesson. Welcome back. Can you answer this question? Where were the children yesterday? Great job! They were at Rima's house. Another question. Was Sahar at the post office? Well done! Yes, she was. Let's continue. Was Hasna at the airport? Well done! No, she wasn't. She was at the bakery. Let's practice more. Now let's read this question together. Was Noora at the airport yesterday? I want you to look at the picture and the sign at the top. Now, can you answer this question? Well done! Yes, she was. Another question. Let's read it together. Was Ahmed at the bakery yesterday? We will do the same. Look at the picture and look at the sign at the top. Well done! No, he wasn't. Were Noora and Hamad at the post office yesterday? Have a look at the sign at the top of the picture. Great job! Yes, they were. Were Noora and Hamad at the park yesterday? Can you find Noora or Hamad? No, they weren't. Great job! Today we will be learning how to form yes/no questions in the past tense using was and were. Let's start with was. First of all, you have to know that we use was with the singular pronouns like I, it, he, and she. And now I will teach you how to form a question using was. We start our question with was plus pronouns I, he, she, it, plus the noun. And don't forget that the question needs a question mark at the end. And here are the time expressions or the keywords that we are using whenever we're talking about the past simple tense. Yesterday, ago, last, and the past. Let's have some examples. Was Noora at the airport yesterday? Was Ahmed at the bakery yesterday? And now you will learn how to answer a question starts with was. You can say yes or no, plus the pronouns I, he, she, and it, plus was or wasn't. And don't forget that if you say yes, you will use was, and if you say no, you will use wasn't. Let's have some examples. Was Noora at the airport yesterday? Have a look at the sign at the top of the picture. Well done. Yes, she was. This is the answer. Another example. Was Ahmed at the bakery yesterday? Look at the sign at the top of the picture. Great job. No, he wasn't. This is the answer. And let me highlight here that the word wasn't can be written in two different ways, whether was plus N apostrophe T or was plus not, N-O-T. Let's have an example. Was he at the bakery? No, he wasn't. Have a look at the word wasn't. Now we can say that we have learned how to form yes no questions in the past tense using was, and we can move to the second part of forming yes no questions in the past tense using where. Let me remind you here that we use where with the pronouns we, you, and they. Now I will teach you how to form a question using where. We start our question with where plus the pronouns we, you, or they plus a noun. And the time expressions or the key words here are the same because we are still talking about the past. Yesterday, ago, last, and in the past. Let's have some examples. Were Noora and Hamad at the post office yesterday? Were Noora and Hamad at the park yesterday? And now I will teach you how to answer a question that starts with where. First we use yes or no. And don't forget that what comes after yes or no is a comma. Plus the pronouns we, you, or they. Plus where or weren't. And don't forget that if you say yes, you will use where. And if you say no, you will use weren't. Let's have some examples. Were Noora and Hamad at the post office yesterday? Have a look at the sign at the top of the picture. Well done. Yes, they were. Were Noora and Hamad at the park yesterday? Great job. No, they weren't. And here is a little bit tricky question. How can I answer such a question? Were you? It's very easy. Follow me. You will start your answer with yes or no plus the pronoun I because you will change you into I plus was or wasn't. Here are some examples. Were you at the post office yesterday? Great job. Yes, I was. We changed the pronoun you into I and we changed were into was. Were you at the park yesterday? Well done. No, I wasn't. And don't forget that we can write weren't in two different ways. Have a look at the board. Let's have an example. Were they at the airport? No, they weren't. Have a look at the word weren't in the answer. How was it? It was great. How was it? It was boring. How was it? We use this question to describe our feeling. And to answer this question, we should use it plus was plus an adjective. Let me remind you of the adjectives. Adjectives are words that we use to describe people, animals, or things. I will give you some examples. Great, bad, fine, good, boring, interesting, terrible, amazing, wonderful. It's time to discuss the logbooks. I want you to open up your student book, page number 69, and listen carefully.
Look, were you at the new amusement park yesterday? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. How was it? It was great.
What do you notice here about these questions and the answers? I want you to pause the video and think about my question. Don't forget to share your ideas with your friends and teachers. Welcome back. Let's discuss what we have noticed. We use was or wasn't to talk about things that happened or didn't happen in the past. And we use was or wasn't with the singular pronouns and nouns. And we use were and weren't to talk about things that happened or didn't happen in the past. We use were and weren't with the plural pronouns or nouns. How was it? We use this question to describe our feeling. And to answer this question, we should use it plus was plus an adjective. It's time to practice. Open up your student's book, page number 69, activity number 5. Look at the picture and then take turns to ask and answer questions with your partner. An example has been given for you as a model. Let's read it together. Was Mrs. Aisha at the bakery? No, she wasn't. She was at the airport. I want you to pause the video to ask and answer questions with a partner. Don't forget to share your ideas with your friends and teachers. Welcome back. Let's listen to our friends, Ahmed and Noora. Was Mr. Fahad at the airport?
Yes, he was. Was Aziza at the shopping center?
Yes, she was. Was Rania at the library?
No, she wasn't. She was at the bakery.
Let's practice more. Open up your workbook, page number 70, activity number 2. Read, look, and answer the questions. What you are going to do here is to read the question, look at the picture, and answer the question. An example has been given for you as a model. Let's read it together. Were Malik and Amir at the supermarket this morning? No, they weren't. They were at the amusement park. I want you to pause the video and think about the rest of this activity. Welcome back. Let's check your answers together. Was Mrs. Noora at the post office today? Well done. Yes, she was. 3. Were Ahmed and Mr. Fahad at the airport yesterday morning? Well done. No, they weren't. Let's practice more. Open up your workbook, page number 71, activity number 3. Complete the questions, then look and answer. What you're going to do here is to complete the questions, then look at the picture and answer the question. The first one has been done for you as a model. Let's read it together. Was Rania at the airport? No, she wasn't. She was at the toy shop. I want you to pause the video and do number 2 and 3 by yourself. Welcome back. Let's check your answers together. 2. Were they at the supermarket? No, they weren't. They were at the bakery. 3. Were Mr. Walid and his children at the park? No, they weren't. They were at the amusement park. Great job, grade 4 students. I will leave number 4 for you to do it as homework. Let's do another activity. Write 3 questions in one sentence using the following: was, where, how, fun. I want you to pause the video and think about this activity. Let's listen to our friend Ahmed.
Was Ahmed at the school? Were Noora and Ahmed at the park? How was it? It was fun.
What about you? Don't forget to share your ideas with your friends and teachers.